What's up guys? We are going to be soloing Mermalair hard mode. Not Nightmare, slightly easier than Nightmare. I don't think I can solo Nightmare with my loadout, so hopefully this helps you guys out. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if it does. Here's my loadout for this mode. Two most important are realistic fish head and hibernation Sandy. They are the MVP. You can honestly replace Miss Appear with almost anything. I'd go with another mythic that you have. Handsome Squidward is really good too if you have him. The slowing is great. Patty Obsessed Squidward is very good for this mode because of his AoE, but he can be replaced with another good AoE starter / mid-game unit. Let's hop in and get started. First off, the Mermalair looks sick. This design goes crazy, probably the best map in the game. All the new units here, we're for sure getting Magma Squidward after this win. The tricky part about this map is how many areas units come out of. This front corner area is the most important part of the map. To start, place your Patty Obsessed Squidward or other starter unit like Pearl around this corner. This will carry you until you can place a realistic fish head. The first units will come from this entrance here, but more entrances will open up as the game goes on. AoE units are important for this area because of the amount of units coming out. That's why Fish Head is the MVP, and Sandy helps take care of the boss units. Once you have the cash, place your fish at the corner right here. He's going to absolutely demolish here. These fish stand no chance. If you have him, Handsome Squidward is a really good addition here that will help slow the fish down so realistic fish head can do as much damage as possible before they leave his range. You can place a Sandy in the back to help clean up the front, and to begin preparing for the later waves. For the most part, everything should be coming close to dying up front, and Sandy may just clean up a little bit. You can place your second realistic fish at the back corner to help clean up anything that doesn't die up front. This is the cutscene where the first boss comes out. The first boss comes out up front where we already have our unit set up, so we're all good for this. You can keep upgrading the units you have down for now. If one were to fish getting your base, that's okay. You have a ton of health. I think a few sneak by at some point. The next unit you can start preparing for is your second hibernation Sandy. You can place it in the back here for the next boss. It won't do much at first, but you'll see the importance in a second. You can also place a Patty Obsessed Squidward down in preparation, or whatever unit you have. If you want, you can wait until the boss actually spawns. Just save some cash. I know where the path spawns, so I'm placing it ahead of time. I'm gonna place a Handsome Squidward at the back corner for the same reason as the front one. He will help slow units for the realistic fish head. Until wave 10, just keep upgrading your units you have down now. This is the next cutscene where the path will open up in the back corner. If you haven't already yet, make sure you get a Sandy down in another one of your AoE units to help with the smaller units. At the end of the game, you're going to eventually want your Sandys to be maxed out or close to maxed out so they can carry the back. Sandy's range is crazy, so you can place her in the middle and she should be able to reach the whole corner here. Your other unit can be placed closer if needed. For the next few waves, keep upgrading your units. I recommend upgrading your Sandys and realistic fish heads first. I would especially prioritize the Sandy up front here since she will carry the next boss wave. Mermaid Man will be out soon. I'm placing Miss Appear up front just to help out. She doesn't really do that much, honestly. She is the most replaceable unit. She's trying her best though. Alright, we got the last path unlocked. Sandy's already covers that area, but we're going to place another Patty Obsessed Squidward to reinforce it. Right there should be good. You don't need much to reinforce the back to paths. Most of the units come from up front. Sandy plus your AoE unit should be fine. Plus the other Sandy on the other side can help it to get too far. Once you get the base down of the units mentioned, you should be pretty good for the rest of the game. Upgrading your realistic up front should be a priority along with the Sandys in the back. I think one or two fish sneak by the rest of the game and that's it. If you're worried about the back, you can place your fifth unit, whatever you bring in, on each side in the back to reinforce them. Otherwise, just keep upgrading everything. You won't be able to max out everything, so make sure your front fish is maxed in both Sandys. Then you can kind of upgrade whatever. After the first several waves your back fish kind of becomes not very helpful, so I wouldn't worry too much about him. This front corner is the most important since this is where the final roboplanktons come out. You want to get the big bosses down as much as possible so your sandies can finish them off in the back. I'm going to skip to the final wave since not too much happens in these waves. Keep upgrading your important units and you should be good to go. FYI, this is where something sneaks in. Not a big deal. I don't think I had my sandy fully upgraded yet. Final wave guys, we got a big plankton back here that gets destroyed. Here comes the roboplanktons. These guys get annihilated too. This is why I mentioned to reinforce the front more than the other pathways. The back final units are pretty easy. And the final roboplankton doesn't make it across the bridge. GG. Dang, no magma Squidward. Maybe next time. Let's head to the raid store, see how close we are. Only 9,600 more spatulas to go for Captain Magma, so close. That's it for this video guys. Hit the like and subscribe button if this helped and I'll see you in the next video.